Oh, what is going on, buddy?
Hello.
It is Pixelmarters here, and welcome back to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. When we left off, everything is starting to come to a close. The truth has been revealed. Espella, all this stuff that was done for Espella, pointless. Darklaw's the one that did it.
Yeah, but being a child, she repressed the memories, and so she genuinely thought that Espella did it.
Yep, Espella's about to throw herself off the tower, but then Darklaw come in clutch with the grab, but then they're both about to fall. And then all of a sudden, the professor performed magic.
Yeah.
Now, I can't wait.
And Luke showed up somehow.
So, there's only one thing I can think of, and maybe this is what happened. Maybe Luke went to the forest and got all of the shades.
And that's them all holding them up.
And like they all teamed together to catch those two on the way down. That's my theory.
That's what I'm hoping.
And I'm sticking with it.
Also, it looks like the tower is frowning. So you look like two eyes.
Yeah.
And then a really funky looking nose with like a mustache or something.
Like, I can't believe this happened.
And then just
anyways.
Scowl. Professor! You're a sorcerer!
No, Miss Faye. We have already established that magic doesn't exist even in this town. But then, how did you just do that? What you have just seen was the last and greatest illusion within Labyrinthia. Huh? An illusion? Magic is but an illusion, and this illusion has been produced through the power of suggestion and Labyrinth's medication. Every Labyrinthia has been under this particular magic spell. Now then, shall we break the spell? Magic is the last mystery to be solved. You've seen through all my tricks, Layton. I wouldn't have done it without that vital hint you gave me when we spoke in your tower. The final spell is concealed at the start. Okay. What does that mean? We're at the start here. The bell tower is the start. As you know, all the spells are listed within this book.
Right, the Grand Grimoire.
Now, what did Mr. Cantuella mean by the start? The front cover? Precisely, Mr. Wright. The final spell shall dispel the illusion. The correct incantation is hidden on the front cover itself.
Well then, Mr. Wright. This is the final puzzle. Soon, a new day will begin for the townspeople. Let us put an end to this illusion. Once and for all.
Okay.
Yeah!
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 Oh, it's a puzzle. Oh,
yeah, he
okay.
said this is the final puzzle.
I didn't think we'd actually be solving a
I did.
I can't read
90!
this. Easy mode.
Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. Hidden on the cover of the Grand Grimoire.
The Grand
Grimoire are the characters that spell out the true magical incantation. Select the characters on the touchscreen and slide them over to their counterparts on the tome's cover to make them vanish. The grand finale approaches. Remove the extra magical characters from the Grand Grimoire's cover to reveal the hidden incantation.
So I'm just matching the stuff that's on the big, like the four corners. I assume we match those two together and
slide them over to their counterparts. Touch a character on the touchscreen below to make it appear on the upper screen. Slide the character around with the stylus you don't have on the touchscreen to move it on the upper screen. Tap close to select another symbol.
Okay, this is even easier than I was thinking.
Try to match the character with his counterpart on the upper screen. Be careful! The symbols come in all shapes and sizes, making them quite difficult to spot. Find all the hidden characters on the upper screen to unveil the hidden incantation.
I mean, the beginning kind of actually showed me where this one is supposed to go. That goes right there.
I mean, that's pretty easily seen, too.
Yeah. I didn't
They're
think
not
that was
hard
bad.
to find.
No.
Like that one, the top...
Oh, hold on. I'll go back.
I wanted to help. The top right? Yeah, right there?
Yeah, this one is the right.
Goes to, that weird number 3 looking thing.
Here we go. Goodbye.
And then there's the one with a dot in it up top.
Yep,
Right,
on the bottom
right.
Right there. Come on. There you go. You're close enough. Let me find, is it...
The weird music note looking thing? Yeah, that.
This one is upside down right here.
Yeah, right there.
Cool beans.
And then that one.
Yep. Perfect.
And on the dot, the other dot
Other dot.
is big on the right side. You see it's kind of faded?
I'm actually not sure what you're talking. Oh, that right there.
Yeah.
That was a hidden boyo.
Not really, I saw it.
This one is right down there. Let me find this.
It's right there. It's big.
Yep.
Looks like a witch's hat, ironically.
Come on. There we go. All right.
And,
I think that's right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me make sure I found the E. That was big. E. Cool.
And
This is on the top
that one's
right.
kind of funky, is it?
Yeah, it's that
Okay,
one.
yeah.
It's the banana. All right.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Yup. Let's see what this final spell is that reveals all.
objections.
That wasn't hard at all.
Nah, that was our bonus prize for coming to the end.
Oh boy.
The sun's rising. We summoned the
is
sun.
rising, and when it does, its light will reveal the truth behind Labyrinthia's mysteries.
Now, Professor?
Yes. Shall we, Mr. Wright?
Y'all could read whatever
Yeah,
that
right?
typography was. How creative.
Tail and... What? Magic's not real? How was all this hidden then?
I love technology. The power of technology.
So this is the real magic behind Labyrinthia.
Excellent work, my boy.
Oh, were people hypnotized not to see it, and that was the word to... But that...
That's not how hypnotism
No,
works.
it's
but
not.
Luke,
He's
wait. Okay.
It was Luke, and he was holding a crane. How...
What a talented boy. Game. There we go. Invisibility cloaks everywhere.
How did he see it though? How did Luke see where that was?
Magic. It was all done with these machines.
He's not a resident of Eldritch Woods.
The reason why he wasn't here is because the professor made sure that he didn't drink any water for the past day.
Oh my god.
So that nothing would work anymore. He could do whatever he wanted in this world.
So much for magic.
That's right. With magic, witches can fly, buildings can disappear.
Whoa.
Those are no easy feats to stage. To make all those incredible things real, we needed a great deal of machinery.
Couldn't he have just, I don't know, made the magic a bit simpler?
A witch would say the incantation, and shades would stop time with their silver bells.
And they'd go wild with these machines, making all sorts of crazy stuff happen. That's so cool. I'd love to try it.
I took a quick crash course before operating the machines. Not bad, hey?
Yes, Luke. What would we do without you?
I don't know. We've been without
An
you for the
entire
past
trial,
few
apparently.
hours, so.
So
Fuck.
it's my turn. I want to pick something up off the ground and make it fly through the air.
I wish
Oh.
you'd stop looking at me when you say that, Maya.
Well, in any case, I think we should head back to the courthouse.
Right you are, Professor. The judge might have fallen asleep waiting for us.
Well, wait, are we going like to the courthouse? Because we've been holding court right here at the bell tower. Are we going like to the old court for some reason? We're literally right in front of the bell tower. We didn't go anywhere.
Above Labyrinthia, and has shown us our town's true form. Well, I really don't think there's any need for a verdict anymore. The witches on trial weren't witches after all. I am deeply relieved that those I have sentenced are still alive and well. At last,
Are they well?
I can step down from this seat with a clear conscience.
Can you?
And now, the final verdict
Their memories are all
in
fucked
the
up.
last witches' court session ever to be held.
That's you.
Not guilty. I've been through
Oh, the confetti! Where's it coming from?
I've been.
Is it dropping from the heavens?
I've been through a lot this last 12 hours.
Been through a lot the past 10 years, my dude.
Yeah. How do people not
to see.
bump into those when they're walking around?
I was thinking the same thing when it came to the tower before it was spawned. Like, you'd think there would be festivals in an open courtyard area. No one touched a single thing by chance any day ever.
Like, what about, like...
I'd like to imagine that the way that they'd solve that is that by each piece of machinery, there would be a shade that operates it, so that if someone bumped into it, they use their hand and be like, oh shit, ding, 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 ding.
And they pass out.
Boop, they fall over and pass out, and they're like, shit, move this thing away somewhere else. They can't find out.
Oh my god.
I'm very grateful for all the help, Professor. The feeling is mutual, Mr. Wright. The gentleman always fights for the truth. I could not have done otherwise.
Like, there's so many holes in this plot.
I'd like to congratulate the two of you. You both did splendidly in the court.
Oh, it's the judge.
You've brought light to the truth about this town. Although I still find it astonishing that we could not see all of this.
I'm glad they're using the Ace Attorney finale music on this.
I cannot even begin to imagine how it was achieved.
You were all given a very simple instruction when you were hypnotized. You cannot see pure black. That was sufficient.
What? What? But sir...
You're fucking joking me. Bro, has your coat just been invisible to them this entire time?
So much of your outfit is black.
And so much of other people's outfits are black. And you know, you have
there's
that...
black in the town. Like, how are they able to see Eve?
And sir...
How are they able to see the black cat?
Let me just clear...
Did they just see floating eyes and a bandana?
Let me just clarify. If you're saying they can't see pure black, when I compare those cranes to your coat, that shit is less black than your coat right there.
Yeah, like
let's keep it going.
Oh, now I see. These strange contraptions are made from some sort of black metal.
Wait just a second. There are plenty of black objects all over Labyrinthia, aren't there? Yeah, that's right. My hair's charcoal black too.
No, but it is not pure black.
Oh my god. What?
We often perceive as the color black is in fact far from being pure black. Our brains interpret reflections of light as colors. Objects which reflect even the smallest amount of light are not pure black.
Those cranes are reflecting light.
Pure black is only encountered within nature as darkness.
Darkness, sir?
The machines used in Labyrinthia are coated in a special material developed by Labulum ink.
Of course they are.
It absorbs light without reflecting any. It is the only material that can be said to be pure black.
If you were going to do that, literally just whatever program you use to put these cranes in, like from the way that they are, it looks like they're pictures that are put in here and there's just depth from the rest of it.
Yeah.
Just make it a black thing. Don't give it any light reflecting off of the cranes. You just put it in the world.
Oh, I bet this invisibility robe is also made of that same material, right?
Too bad there's fucking flour on it. Wait, hold on though.
What?
Hold on.
Okay. Don't grip your microphone so much.
Why could we see the cloak at all when the flower was on it? And all of that, and then the fact that the shades can see it. Well, I assume the shades can see it because they were not hypnotized anymore. But like, we were holding the cloak, you know, I had flour on it, but there's still a lot of black on it. You're telling me that it didn't leave there wasn't even a clean spot
also,
anywhere on that okay, yes?
When were Luke and Maya and Phoenix and Layton unable to see pure black? When were they hypnotized?
Once again, they don't go over the beginning where we're told that everyone does things of their own accord.
Because remember, Phoenix lost it in the fountain. He couldn't see it anymore because it got clean.
Yeah, well, the assumption is that we've fallen for all the hypnotism that the game has given us. But we're also told that we came here of our own volition signing a contract, but we were very clearly kidnapped and put in this world.
Yeah, we were shown to be sucked into a book.
Anyways,
Remember that?
When you think about it,
We were sucked into a book. You remember that, right? The
This
magic
town-
isn't real.
this town abounds in all the things invisible.
Huh?
Plot holes make everything invisible. Miss Darklaw, or should I say Miss Belduke?
Yes?
For 10 long years, your memories had been suppressed.
The truth about what occurred in the belfry was invisible to me, you mean?
Mr. Canterbury and your father knew it all along. They knew who actually rang the bell.
What?
What? Hold on.
Did they really? Is that true, Cantabella?
Do not. As we've demonstrated, it was easy to deduce from the situation in the belfry.
But if he knew that all along, why didn't he say something?
It was, of course, for your own good. I must not.
Don't be angry at her!
You were trying to bend the blame for that disaster on the Speller.
Yes, I was. But if you knew that, why did you keep quiet about it?
Yeah, why did you do all
If
this?
you'd only scolded me back then for lying, maybe Espella wouldn't have suffered such trauma.
Don't say impossible, because look what we did. We fixed it by telling the truth. It was your eyes, Eve.
What? What?
Your eyes weren't those of a liar. You believed in what you said. You truly thought it was a Speller. What you saw was too much for you to bear. Your mind blocked out the real memory of what happened in order to sustain your own sanity. Had I called you a liar then, you would probably have suffered a mental breakdown. Mr. Gannabella and your father created this town. You were mistaken to think it was purely for the Speller's sake. It was also for you, Miss Belduke. Remember what your father wrote in his suicide note.
I have only two concerns. The first is my daughter. It pains me to be leaving her alone in this world, although she probably doesn't think of me as her father.
Oh boy, the girl who was her is it the butler?
Yeah.
Remember we interpreted him talking about like, oh, my daughter. It's like, oh, he saw you as a daughter, and so that's canceled out now.
Yeah.
I had an argument with my father once. He was always thinking only about the town and paid no attention to me.
So you moved out and broke off contact with him. But you were wrong about your father. Not a single day passed without him thinking about you. He helped to make the story I was weaving a reality. For your sake.
I've been so ignorant. I was so convinced Father was driven to suicide by you.
Your father couldn't bear the sense of guilt he had accumulated over the past 10 years. Even though he killed himself in the end, I believe you were always the most important person to him.
Now she's fucked up.
Why do I say to this one?
Eve? Espella. Espella, what I did to you is unforgivable. I rewrote your story, putting you through all this. I can't believe I went to such an extreme because of one wrong assumption.
A lot of people did that.
No, it's okay, Eve. I wasn't angry.
You weren't? You've always been on my side, protecting me. And even today, you saved my life.
Trauma twinsies.
Trauma twinsies. The trauma twinsies are short.
Yep.
Okay.
I also owe you an apology. After all, I forgot about my dearest friend. I'm so sorry, Eve.
You were brainwashed. It's not your fault.
Yeah, you're kind of forced to forget about your greatest friend.
Ah, there you are, Eve. Where were you?
What?
Your cat's called Eve. You know what I've just noticed? You two are very much alike. You and Eve the cat. What? It's all in your head.
I thought she literally just forgot again.
Taken a liking to the other Eve. You've got that right, and the similarity is really striking.
Oh dear.
And everyone's all happy like the past 10 years of life haven't been a lie.
Oh, God.
My accidental guests, Professor Layton and Mr. Wright.
Accidental? Still want to explain that to me?
Yes? I must say, I am indebted to you.
Don't mention it.
What about Barnum?
When I started
Can someone go get him, please?
Mr. Layton was a part of my plans. I needed to lure him to Labyrinthia.
Why me?
Okay.
You were famous in London, and word of your skills reached me even here. What's more, you specialize in mysteries. So I thought that if you came to this town, you'd feel compelled to solve ours.
I thought she looked different. I just realized
Well,
she changed her outfit.
I am honored.
Yes.
She's wearing the black outfit now.
That's cool. And what about me?
Not the one with the claws.
Well,
and
that's because if she was wearing her black outfit, she would look fucking invisible in here, apparently, so.
Well, no, she said.
Well, about you. How should I put it? Your arrival here was purely accidental.
You mean it wasn't planned?
As you know, Espella escaped and got involved in that incident on the freighter. As a consequence, I had no choice but to bring you here.
I see. I shouldn't have asked. My fragile pride has suffered yet another blow.
I like how Phoenix is the one that accidentally got pulled in here, but was only given fake memories. Meanwhile, Layton was the one that Darklaw wanted to bring in here. But Layton didn't have any, like, fake memories or anything. He just waltzed in like, this is weird.
So she basically kidnapped Phoenix and Maya.
Yeah.
Nick, you can't escape
Because
your
they
fate.
saw too much.
You're doomed to always find trouble if it doesn't find you first.
Maya,
How about
you were
some words of
included.
Sympathy for a change.
Maya, you're not immune. You were part of this. Little gremlin.
I am terribly sorry.
Can someone please go get Barnum out of the dungeon?
The only thing on my mind the last 3 months was revenge.
They'll go get Barnum as soon as they explain how Accidente's car ended up in a tree with a handprint on it.
Accidente, you mean? He
Yeah, whatever it
still
was.
thinks he's falsely accused of treason right now.
Yeah.
What if oh my god.
Whatever your intentions were, the last witch trial has ended in the best possible way for this town. You were correct in your judgment.
Is he not going to be able to see the machines when he comes out?
No,
Is he going to be the only one?
Well, no, we ended the spell, so I imagine he's going to come out and
Okay,
he's going to
yeah.
be fucking shell-shocked.
What if there was a machine like in the dungeon somewhere and it just appears and he's like, what?
It's like it just so happened long ago that one of the spells that transpired was a levitating cup inside the prison. He's going to see a machine that was used to lift up the cup and he's going to be like, what the fuck?
You were too kind to me.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Eve, for opening my eyes.
Sorry to break up this little happy ending, but I've sort of got an important question.
Where's Barnum?
Why were you going to end
All right,
the
no.
story?
Only Newton knew the real reason. I am suffering from an incurable illness.
Is it plot holes?
What?
Dad, you're ill. Is it serious?
I remember him mentioning this
It is a
before to
rare
Darklaw.
disease with no known cure.
Of course
Yeah,
it
when
is.
they were talking together, he was having his like fucking coughing fit.
Of course it's rare with no known cure. Of course it is.
Hey, you know what? If only you could write yourself a cure.
Why didn't you tell me?
Okay.
Okay.
Had I known.
Did that bit hurt your
Why wasn't
throat?
this
Ironically, no.
It sounded painful.
I suppose that was a bad decision on my part.
You've made a lot of bad decisions over the past 10 years. It's okay.
I thought I'd finish the story before I died and lay the foundations for a new world.
I mean, to be fair, if you die, you can't really write the stories anymore, so I guess you should probably try and free everyone from here.
Honestly, I was desperate. I didn't much care about Labyrinthia anymore.
If only I had a best friend who was like working with medicine and stuff, then maybe he could have tried to make a cure for you.
Yeah.
Dad, why did it have to happen to you? Especially now that we're finally back together.
Karma?
Yeah.
Cheer up, Espella.
Cheer up.
How can I?
Labrellum's new drug development
Labrellum?
center
So it's not
contacted me a
Labrellum.
short while ago. They have succeeded in creating a new medicine, thanks to Belduke's research. It's a top secret wonder drug for my illness.
Hey, your best friend did it. I wrote that. Thank you. You're welcome.
A wonder drug.
Newton had been working on finding a cure for my illness until the very end. It would seem that the cure was his final gift to me.
My father.
It's the only thing that was keeping him alive.
I was gonna say
He was the truest friend I ever
I
had.
had that
He was
thought.
done with this shit like 5 years ago, but he was like, I can't do it until I fix this
I
because
had that
if
thought,
if
but
we're
I
both-
wasn't gonna say it.
It's like if we're both dead, no one can finish this fucking story, so I guess I gotta go save his ass. And then he's like, 10 years later, I've done it. I'm free.
Oh my god.
I'm going to undergo surgery. Do not fear. I shall return.
That's not medicine, that's surgery.
Surgery?
So stop
But-
making that sad face, Espella.
You needed breakthrough medicine to have surgery.
Huh?
I'm
Dad, will everything be back to how it once was?
Of course it will.
It's brain surgery. They gotta do a brain transplant. He's gonna have an entirely different person inside him.
And Eve, will you still be my friend?
No, fuck off.
Of course. Thank you.
I would like this picture a lot better if he wasn't in it.
Oh man.
He looks so weird there.
So who's gonna clean this all up?
Yeah. What about Kira? Is she okay? Like, she's...
I don't know. Oh, gonna head back to Miss
What
Claire's
about-
bakery.
what about
I
those-
skipped that by accident.
hundreds of other shades. What about all those people?
What about all these people that have to leave this town and
And they're all
gonna
just
have?
like, my task. Like, they're all just still stuck like that.
I'm sure that now that the spell's gone, that probably broke everyone's thing. But
Uh-huh.
all these people got to go live a normal life in the regular world. They have no money or savings anymore. How are they going to go get an apartment? They're all going to be homeless on the street?
Barnum's still in the dungeon.
Do you want to go and read the... I skipped
What was
one
it?
by
What was the
accident.
first one?
I said it before and I forgot what it was already.
Great.
Oh, she's
cool.
going to go to Miss Claire's bakery. That's right.
Oh. I've got so much to tell her. Do you mind if I go, Dad? It won't take long.
I'm sure she's noticed a lot's happened.
Yeah.
Of course not. Please do.
Looks like Eve wants to come too. What? Oh, you meant the cat. That's gonna be confusing for
You're
a
going to
while.
need to rename that cat.
Spella, mind if we tag along? Not at all. You're welcome to come. Awesome! Maybe we'll get some tasty baked bread out of this. I thought we were going there for a different reason. But Anyway, I'll be off then, Professor.
That's all my regards to Mrs. Eclair, Luke.
Does she still remember how to bake bread?
I mean, she's been doing it for so long. I would hope so.
Yeah. Can someone please go get Zachariah's barn?
So, what's going to happen to the town?
If they don't address him at all before the end of this,
let's find out what they
I
do.
am going to scream.
I've released everyone from hypnosis. Barnum is having a crisis in his cell, but they will soon recover the memories of their lives before Labyrinthia. As of today, Project Labyrinthia is over. I see. They are free to leave if they so wish. Imagine they'll make a run for it. This place will turn into uninhabited rooms, just like it was 10 years ago.
I have some doubts about that.
Hello?
Your Honor.
Hi.
I have no money to go back to my old life. I'm forced to live here under these conditions.
I now understand that this town is an artificial creation of yours. Nonetheless, to us Labyrinthians, the past 10 years were real.
Yeah. Can you imagine kids trying to go into normal society?
This town will change.
Like I said, the kids were not willingly brought into this. You can say what you
No.
want about everyone else signing a contract for it and accepting it. Kids were born into this shit. They're not old enough to sign away their life to a corporation.
No.
However, it is possible that some people will want to stay.
Because they have no real world money.
Who knows? Perhaps you will find yourself creating a new town along with them.
You probably get out all this machine and take the bubble off the top of this fucking town.
Yeah.
A new town, you say?
I am no longer the judge, but if possible, I would like to remain here.
You have my gratitude, Your Honor.
You're now the mayor.
You need not address me as Your Honor anymore, Sir Storyteller.
Where's Barnum? Hello?
And so,
I
the last
What?
witch trial has drawn
Hel-
to a close.
Hello?
Some say to this day Barnum is still serving a sentence for treason inside the prison.
He was a major character. Hello? You're gonna bring up Aunt Patty or whatever the fuck her name was, but not the fucking Inquisitor that we...
What did Mr. Wright, Mr. Layton, and my father talk about?
Hopefully getting Barnum out of prison, I guess, at this rate.
That I do not know.
I don't know either.
But Dad made a promise to me.
To get Barnum out of prison?
Yeah.
Once everyone recovers their memories and he is cured of his illness,
Uh-huh. What?
he will return to write a new story.
What?
With everyone's help.
Hopefully with
I hope it's
normal
that's a
ink
metaphor.
this time.
Is that a metaphor? Not literal?
This time, the story will be real without any lies or illusions.
Okay.
So he's writing a biography.
You mean an autobiography?
He's writing
A biography is when you write about someone else's life.
he's gonna write about us because we're so fucking good.
There's Barnum.
Huh?
I thought everyone was drinking the water.
Is everyone gonna pass out now? Why is no one
Bro,
passing out?
the bell was not an illusion.
I don't
the bell
see him.
was based
I
off
don't
of the
see
water.
him. I don't see him anywhere. I didn't see him anywhere.
Hold on, let's
Sound.
Rouge is there, but he's
Bringing
not.
a new beginning for the
He's
town.
not anywhere. Where is he? The fucking owl is there.
Hey girl, what's up?
Where is he?
Okay
Where is
then.
he? Where is
Whenever
he?
you're ready, Mr. Barnum.
What? What? What?
There he is. He's taking us home.
Thank you all so
There he is for you.
everything. Espella,
Question is,
He's driving a speedboat.
you too, Mr. Cantor.
How does
he
he
also
know?
has regular clothes.
Yeah, how?
He's the only person with regular clothes.
How did is he
I wish
the
all
boat?
of you the very best.
Where did he get the boat? How does he know how to do?
Mr. Wright,
I'm sure he must
I
remember
knew
his
I
life
could
as a
count
professional
on you
speedboat driver. It's
to
okay.
stand your ground and fight me to the very end.
Again,
Dude,
he hasn't
Constantine?
said anything. He hasn't said anything.
I always believed in you, Professor.
Constantine, though,
And I know
fucking
it's why you
champion
managed to
riding the
get to
front of that
mysterious
boat.
Truth behind this town.
When we get back to England, we'll drop by and see you, Luke.
Great! I'll show you around London.
Tiny hand. That's it. That's all we get. Is a cheeky chuckle. He doesn't get to say anything.
Now, at least your side is one-sided because you're a Barnum simp. I know. Hey, we get statues. I mean, they just had Layton's already made there, thankfully.
What do you mean?
'Cause, I mean-
his side is one-sided.
Well, no, your wanting of him is one-sided because you're a bit of a simp here. I mean, just that's all you wanted. Didn't you say at some point, either on camera or off camera, it's like, whoa, man, I would love to see like modern AU Barnum in regular clothes. Hey, it's not even an AU. It's canon, baby.
Look, the wordsmith.
Oh my, what am I gonna do with my life now?
He was already messed up.
Looking at the blue skies.
The hills. Don't forget the hills.
Oh, my fishing rod is actually a stick with a string on it. Whoops.
Okay, there she is. Alright.
Yep. Kira's back to normal. Probably feels real bad about everything that happened, but living life to your fullest there.
Oh god.
Of course, it's them. Alright, the two rogues are back. Then there's a Carver? I can't remember his name. And Rouge. Hey girl, what's up? I just realized that the one little girl was wearing the witch's hat.
That's the
witch's
first
hat.
thing I realized.
What are you two?
That's Foxy.
Yeah, why are you?
And former judge.
Why is the judge performing up there?
And why is he using his gavel as a microphone?
Also, by the way, what's his name? Shaky is down on the bottom right, trying his best to party, if he can.
Oh no. Oh no.
Constantine wants the breadsticks.
Oh no. Now he's gonna have to pay for all that.
Exactly. Well, I think that Barnum is actually helping run the bakery
Oh,
shop.
yeah, he's wearing an apron now. That's a turd. That's a career change. Yeah, because you don't need an inquisitor anymore.
You can still have an officer.
You know,
I guess.
Professor, I feel like I've just finished reading a really long story.
That I was a part
I
of.
know what you mean. It certainly was an enthralling adventure.
I wonder how Espella and the others back in Labyrinthia are getting on. I'd love to go back and see them. Although, I'd rather not have to be sucked into a book to get there.
Yeah, like how was you see?
Perhaps we should ask Carmine to come along with us.
But great! It's a real relief he recovered from all of his injuries. But he was a bit put out when he found out you'd already solved all the town's secrets, Professor.
Well, we mustn't forget that we didn't solve them all by ourselves.
He was gonna say we didn't
Couldn't
solve
have
them
done it
all, and
without
like, what do you
the
mean?
help of our friends across the Atlantic.
I wonder what they're doing right now. Battling away in a courtroom somewhere?
Probably arguing over a ladder and step ladder.
They may well be, Luke. At any
Probably
rate,
got
we must
burgers
make our
or
own
something.
preparations. There's a
I can't
brand
wait for
new
the shift
piece
change.
that
It's just
requires our
chaos
attention,
between the two.
and that means a brand new set of puzzles to be solved, my boy.
Because knowing Maya, she would want burgers as soon as they got that.
Probably. Let's see what they're doing. They're probably stuck in customs. He left his passport in.
What's the matter, Wright?
Oh.
Has the cat got your tongue? Or are you still in a holiday kind of mood? Perhaps your mind is as clouded as the English sky.
Any hints, Maya?
Not really. the professor were here. I think at this point you've got to use that patented spell of yours, Nick.
The objection spell?
Patented spell?
Hello, Earth to Nick.
Gay power.
Just when you think it's all over, you always use it to turn the tables.
Flirt.
Got it. I just have to close my eyes and say the magic word. Luckily, I don't need a witch's scepter for this one.
Save the chit-chat for later, right? I've almost missed that utterly annoying spell of yours. Fine, let's hear it then.
British Edgeworth's throwing me off.
Give it all you've got.
Edgeworth is
Well,
Barnum
Here
confirmed.
goes.
It's throwing me for a bit of a loop.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So everyone, that
God.
brings us to the end officially of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I must say, let me get this clear and through, that, like, for the most part, a lot of this game was vastly enjoyable.
It was, yes.
Like, the story and the world building and everything, it was wonderful. It was a great change of pace.
I enjoyed it.
It was a great adventure. The ending was definitely not to my liking.
It could have been better.
I think that was made apparent.
It could have been better. I mean, I didn't hate it, but like, it could have been better.
I was ready for a lot of things, like as much shade as I've been throwing a little bit, like I was ready for a lot of things to be prepared, you know. I would have liked various ways for magic to be willingly incorporated, because by putting both of these, you know, worlds in this setting where, you know, I think Layton is purely based off of like very reality, though apparently the
You're like, how did that happen? Explain that screenshot.
they never want to.
Like,
But
how's that not magic?
but like, you know, and when it comes to
And how's that not magic?
I know.
Sorry.
You're getting loud over here.
Sorry.
But like, and I know Phoenix Wright is mostly based in reality, but you have the whole, you know, spirit medium and Magatama stuff, but that's all like presented early on as being part of the world.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would have loved for magic, by having this fantasy setting, you can incorporate new things,
Hey,
which
buddy.
they were doing.
I feel attacked. It's like you
Of
wanted
course.
Barnum, here he is.
I was ready. Like, I think I made even a theory when we were looking on at the outside that like maybe the inside it was all like, and once we saw like there are various things where I was like, maybe magic isn't quite as it is. The whole there's fluoride in the drinking water, turning the frogs gay and making everyone pass out at the sound of silver bells. So thank God they don't celebrate Christmas around here. That to me is the moment where they step the line into things where like a lot of sense when there are other ways you could have gone about it that I think they could have done better in having it be like, oh, it could have easily been something that was crafted with the help of the alchemist, because they had those brewing pots that were in the witch's mansion.
Yeah.
Where they could have been like crafting stuff that could be used to help alter people's memories or make them react to certain things that, you know, you'd be like, I tested for years creating a substance that can make you react to the silver bell, which is still a bit far-fetched, but by doing it, you're also allowing the players to kind of see it happening, because the water thing, out of fucking left field.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing that came to the end, is that usually Ace Attorney games, like, they allow you the ability to understand the end before it comes about.
She's so
whereas,
pretty.
Yes. Whereas
she's so pretty. I'm just sorry. I was going to say that last picture that showed her and Barnum, like the artwork.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. My favorite. Anyway, go on.
Of course. But I know that the Layton games apparently they have also some very far-fetched ending plot twists. And, you know, being the game as that one is, where that one's usually about puzzles and the story is just presented to you.
Yeah.
They kind of did that in this, which kind of took away from the fact of, you know, because we're used to, you know, hey, let me solve the mystery. Where in this one, it's like, you can't solve water. And it kind of...
Like, there were no hints.
It coming out of left field like that.
There were no hints at people having a condition of passing out at the sound of pure silver.
Yeah, there were no hints, and then just the pure
Like,
confoundedness of it to make various plots work, because a lot of things revolved around making sure that Belgian people pass out. You know, they kind of put themselves in a corner there where they had to do something. That was their answer. It was the water.
This is the most graceful version of Maya's song I've ever heard.
It's quite nice. It's not as depressing as the music box, thank God. It
Yeah,
does that
was-
again, I'm gonna fucking cry.
That was, ooh. Like, see, stuff like that, like, there were really good moments in the game.
Oh yeah, I agree. And
I
like,
loved it.
there are various other parts of the ending that I still
Enjoyed.
Yeah. You know, I like the whole mystery revolving who rang the bell in the tower and all that. I like that. And I like the fact of the town being made to kind of help a spell, but apparently the town wasn't made for a spell, it was made for a lot of Dark Law too. Once there's a lot going on
Trauma
here.
twinsies.
But all in all, while I'm not a fan of the ending, I still appreciated the journey all the way there. And you know what?
Yeah.
The ending gave us quite a few laughs to have on our own.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else? You gonna have a post-credit scene like Marvel?
Hello.
What you got for me? I know this game is like 10 years old almost at this point, I think.
Anything? But it's his
Espella
little
picks it up.
eye mask and just Finn.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's
All
it.
right.
Okay.
The final piece of the puzzle.
Whoa. That's
You
trippy.
can click on it. The Great Vivitch Bizella was a fictional character created by the storyteller to protect the young Espella from trauma. This spawned the many mysteries that followed. They no longer need Bizella, nor the witches or witchcraft that were essential for her existence. Get some of that credibility back. Thanks, baby. All right. Well
Oh.
done, you've just cleared the game. You may now make a special game clear save data file. When you load data from this file, you'll be given a choice of 2 starting locations. The first is within the underground ruins. From there, you'll be able to access the town and wander around freely, searching for hint coins and unsolved puzzles. Second choice is at the climax of the epilogue. This is ideal for those who would like to experience the game's finale one more time.
Oh.
You'll be able to restart with maximum credibility, so even if you run short this time around, you'll still have a chance to
Calling
pick up
us
those
out.
vital pickarots that you missed. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save. Why not? Write and save file 3. All right.
I did
Thank you,
love the
everyone.
music a lot too.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic soundtrack in this
Yes.
game. But
And the art's pretty.
now they're at the end. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all
And the
next time.
Inquisitors are pretty.
Really?
Both the High Inquisitor and the other one.
And he's now the other one. We now call Barnum the other one.
She's the High
See,
Inquisitor.
it's the High Inquisitor, he's
and
the Low Inquisitor.
No, he's the Inquisitor. He's not the low. He's the second to highest. What I'm saying is they simp for them both.
I know.